Okay, Ekta, Ektas, what's success to you? Success can mean different things to different people at different points in their life. If you were broke and you don't have a roof over your head and you need to have a roof over your head and food for yourself or your family, getting a job and not having to worry about food and shelter would be like level one, right? And so that is success for some people, and you have to respect that. Taking care of your family is critical. And then as people go on and societies go on, you start to get to higher level meanings for success. For some people, being the best at something or beating other people and winning the competition between people, that's another great motivating force for people. I've been motivated by competition in my earlier years. But today, success for me really is about putting my skills to work with people I respect and making an impact on their lives. So as an example, with our incubator, I know I'm pretty good at the startup thing. I've seen a lot of startups fail and succeed. I have an idea of how it works, probably have more knowledge than the majority of people who've tried making a startup because of the amount of time I've done it. And so when I can work with a founder or a founding team in a startup, invest in them and help them avoid some mistakes and maybe inspire them or accelerate their growth, that has true meaning to me. It makes me feel really good. So that to me is success. I think the respect of your peers and feeling a sense of joy and excitement when you go to work every day, those are also very meaningful to me. So I love the fact that I've got a great group of friends in the industry who I spend time with and I respect and who respect me, and we collaborate. And I wake up in the morning and I love what I do. I think that's one of the things that I'm most thankful for, and I think is one of the keys to success. If you wake up and you look forward to going to work and your work doesn't feel like work, it feels effortless. So for me to sit here and answer questions with entrepreneurs and rap out, it's kind of effortless. It doesn't mean it's not grinding or hard work at times. Doesn't mean it's not frustrating at times. Doesn't mean it doesn't suck to lose. But generally, I have a flow experience. And if you look up flow and happiness and positivity online, some great books on happiness, there's some great books on flow experiences. When you're in the zone, and you forget about everything else and you're just enjoying what you're doing, which I experience when I'm doing an interview on This Week in Startups, or I'm writing, or I'm working with my team, or I'm working with startups at the incubator, or I'm hosting one of our events, or I'm in conversation with somebody doing CNBC, and discussing topics and having a really great conversation. I really enjoy that. And that's success to me, is being able to do what you love, having some level of skill at what you do, and being able to deploy it in the world. For us humans, that makes us feel good. It makes us feel good to be able to have a skill and deploy it in the world towards some mission, which is why, if you ever go out and you do a good day's of physical labor, fix a fence in your backyard or install, a security camera or something like that, you fix something, you feel good. It's because us humans like to have that feeling of having utility and worth in the world. This is why, unemployment is employment and unemployment are very important topics of our time. If people don't have something meaningful to do during the day and in their lives, I think it's going to lead to a lot of problems. And we see that in many cultures where unemployment hits 20% and people start rioting in the streets, because idle mind is a devil's playground. And if you cannot take care of your family and you have nothing to do every day, you are susceptible to cults, to radical ideologies, to violence, to drugs, to any number of bad things in the world. This is one of the challenges with UBI, Universal Basic Income, which a lot of people in the tech industry think is the solution. That's a little bit patriarchal to think, the rich people will just give the poor people money and they'll be happy. It will be nice that they don't have to worry about food and shelter, and I think that's noble and certainly worthy of consideration. But I don't like dumb UBI. Dumb universal basic income. I like a more savvy UBI, a more purposeful UBI. I'll call it purposeful UBI, where people have a sense of purpose every day. So yes, they may get a universal basic income of $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year per person, and everybody gets that. But maybe they work in a school or a park, or do something for society and for themselves that betters them and betters society. So with the UBI, I'd like to see something purposeful, where, you write a mission statement of what you're going to contribute to society and you execute that in order to get your $12,000. Now, of course, that has a lot of questions. Who gets to decide what's meaningful for society? But something to get that stipend, as it were, would be good, I believe. And I think that's something we should work on. One simple idea: why, if we're going to give away free money, why don't we start by hiring 5 times as many teachers and make school start from the age of 1 day old to the age of 30 years old? In other words, from the moment you're born, you can go to daycare anytime for free, provided by the state. And up until the age of 30, you can go to college, graduate school, multiple graduate schools, multiple PhDs. These would be well-run schools that are not absurdly expensive like the private school systems, more like the state and the CUNY systems we saw in past decades where it's reasonable. And people could become enlightened and stay out of the workforce as jobs leave. People could stay out of the workforce for a little while and maybe educate themselves. And this idea that parents would have nowhere to send their kids, or kids who are from affluent parents would have pre-K, and then the poor kids would only have kindergarten, and they would come to school 3 years behind the kids who were doing all these kind of Rye and Montessori exercises when they were young. That, to me, seems like a pretty easy solution. And as we deprecate our spending on military and maybe increase taxes on the ultra-wealthy, we could move some of that money around. I'm saying if there was a job apocalypse. If there's no job apocalypse, sure, we can just keep going as we're going. But it seems like a pretty certain, it's a certainty, I believe. It's pretty certain that we will have a massive number of jobs go away in a very rapid pace. In other words, 50% of jobs gone in, 2 or 3 decades. In one generation, half the jobs go away. So scary times coming, terrifying times, but also inspiring times. If we can thread the needle, we might be moving to that Star Trek era where the idea of working for money doesn't even matter. You just credits show up in your account. You can eat a certain amount of calories, a certain amount of food, and you have a little apartment on the star. Hey everybody, I want to tell you about a new product I am using that I love. It's the Casper mattress. We have it in our home, and it is so comfortable. I literally slept on it last night, and I got a great night's sleep. It is an amazing product, and Casper is revolutionizing the mattress industry by cutting costs and dealing with resellers and showrooms and all that nonsense, and they just pass on all that savings to us. They're loyal consumers. Casper mattresses are obsessively engineered at a shockingly fair price. It combines supportive memory foam with award-winning sleep service with just the right sink and just the right bounce. I was so comforted. I just felt like I was being cradled in my Casper, and I am not kidding. And you know that I get to choose who are our partners in this program. I would not tell you that this is a great mattress if it was not. It is amazing. It's incredibly breathable, and it will help you regulate your temperature through the night. I have that problem. If it gets too hot, I start sweating. Oh, it's terrible. It's disgusting. I like to be nice and cool, and I feel like the temperature and the breathability of it is perfect. There are 20,000 reviews, and the average is 4.8 stars. You cannot make this up. They are becoming the internet's favorite mattress, and that's based on Casper, Amazon, and Google reviews, the real reviews. Free shipping and returns in the US and Canada. It's designed, developed, assembled here in the United States of America. I use the mattress. I love the mattress, and you can try it for 100 nights risk-free in your own home. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up and refund everything. There is literally no risk. 100 nights risk-free. So here's your call to action. Get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting casper.com/twist and using the promo code TWIST. Go to casper.com/twist and use the code TWIST, TWIST, as in This Week in Startups, and you will get $50 toward any mattress purchase. Just visit casper.com/twist and use the code TWIST. Thanks so much to my friends at Casper for joining us on this adventure and supporting independent media like This Week in Startups. It really, truly is a great product. I literally slept on it last night, and I slept like a baby. I love it. Okay, let's get back to this amazing program.